Okay, so now we're going to do the level 7 StronileQuest, which is a level 7 weapon for the frog race. We started out here on Amphibious Island. Over here, just east of the bank, is a frog called Underworld Fernandez. He's the one that starts the quest. Now you talk to him, and he'll tell you about going to the mining cave and finding a hidden letter. And here's where I said you gotta pay attention to the text when you're talking to these, because this quest log is pretty much useless. So now we gotta go to the mining caves and find the hidden letter. Which will go over here to the traveler frog. And we will go to Trendor City. And then we will go to the Volk Peninsula. Okay, so now it's starting to get dark out, so get down here to the other end of the bridge and then we'll pause and come back when it starts getting light out. But the mining cave is right over by the Trisk Hive, here to the south of the city, on the southwest of Trendor City. You can also get there from Blobbit colonies too, and travel the opposite direction. So here we are, starting to get light out. So we sped this up a little bit. Like I said, we're heading south by southwest, just following the shoreline. Now these first set of wings that we got don't really last that long. Get here to the top of this hill here and let them recharge, but you still want to follow the close to the shoreline here, because down in here there's some shrikes that will auto aggro you, and they will chase you the whole way to the mining cave and beyond if you let them. So as you can see here, we're still at the shoreline. There's the water, the Trisk Hive above the water. And yes, I'm using my frog character now instead of the blob. I've already got this guy up to the frog quest 1 to 9. Now that crystal down there, when I go to do one of the other quests where we have to hunt Iambas, that's where we do it. So now, to find this hidden letter for the StronileQuest, just come in here to this cave, avoid the death bots, and go up over the bridge. Now the death bots are right below me right now, and I can hear them. We'll go back this corridor here, and the hidden letter will be off to the left of us. And it's so well hidden, it even says hidden letter. Okay, so we pick this up, and we check our inventory to make sure we actually have it. It's right there, the envelope. That's the hidden letter. So now it says we have to take it to Sailor Toad at Blobbick Beach. So we already know where Sailor Toad is from the levels 8 and 9 quest. Out here on Blobbick Colony. Head back here past the Stronile entrance for the cave. to the roots of Oracle and just follow this beach around. Now Sailor Toad is on the beach below that tree right there on top of the hill. He's right on the beach below that by a white plant. And for some reason it seems like all the frog NPCs are near those white plants. Unless they're in the black market, that is. Right there, that little black dot, that's Sailor Toad. Hello, Sailor Toad. And again, you want to pay attention to the chat, or to the dialogue, because the quest log will just come up with question marks. The letter is encoded. We are going to need some help with this. I know, Dr. Toad can help us here. Dr. Toad is on the North Peninsula of the mainland of Volkpennen. Find him, give him this encoded letter. So that means we gotta go back to Trendor City and then go north from Volk Peninsula. So here we are just outside of Trendor City, and we want to head north. Now I already know that Dr. Toad is up here by the Boomtown bunker. Well, by the bunker and the portal to Boomtown. I'll show you both the bunker and the portal once I get up here to Dr. Toad. So there's the white flower. You know Dr. Toad is right by it. Yeah, there's the white flower and Dr. Toad. But this building up here is the bunker. That blue sphere, that's the portal to Boomtown. And it's actually on the map as a red dot. So we talk to Dr. Toad, see what he wants. He says the encoded letter is a difficult one. I require an encryption key, unfortunately stolen by the evil Arya, one of the few human females who have risen against the amphibious race. Yeah, pretty much in this game, each race is at war with everybody else. So, Aquatic Intelligence puts her at Sal Island Communications Tower around this time of day. You had better hurry, she doesn't stay in any one place very long. You got 20 minutes, so basically you got a 20-minute timer to kill her. And she's at the communications tower on Sal Island. So we have to head back to Trendor City. And Sal Island is the island just behind the city there. So you could fly from the outside of the city over, or do as I do here, go into Trendor City and just take the portal which comes out straight at the communications tower. So I fly the whole way back to the city. See that Trisk hive there in the background. Okay, so we go back into Trendor City and we'll come out at the portals. So we go back around to the portal for the Volk Peninsula, but we keep going past that, and there's the portal to the Sal Island Communications Tower. And we come out at the top of the tower, so all we gotta do is work our way to the bottom. Which there's a dome around, you can't just jump off. And yeah, you got those jump pads there in case you die and don't have a jetpack to get up here. Which is nice. So now as soon as I walk out of here, she's right there, boom, tries to attack me. So I come up here, try to trap her in this corner. Because as a frog, you're very hard to hit. And that weapon she has does not do AoE damage, so I don't have to worry about that. So we just keep her there in that corner and just sidestep her. Now I will speed this up because she does have a lot of hit points. Unlike her male counterpart later on in this quest. But that Ian in the background there, he gets in the way and I eventually have to kill him too. In the process of killing her. So here's where I start speeding it up. And it's just as easy to sidestep her. As it is most things. As long as they don't do AoE damage. I'm sure we all know AoE means area of effect. Okay, right there the Ian got in my way and started attacking me, so I had to take him down. And she comes out of her corner. But again, just sidestep her. And that Ian almost gets in the way 2 more times again while killing her. And when she does actually die, then you automatically get what you need for the quest. It'll show up in the chat saying you have the item needed for blah blah blah. Yeah, her reload time is so slow. You can get as close as you want. You can even do circles around her. Well, make no mistake, that nerve gun she has would do a lot of damage if it actually hit. To a frog, it would do a lot of damage. But to a blob, as long as you have the heals, you could tank the whole thing. In there, you have all items for Dr. Toad. So we go back here to Dr. Toad with the encryption key. Very interesting. Here's the decoded document. Take this back to Sailor Toad and be quick about it. I need something from you in the future. Follow Sailor Toad's instructions and you will see. Okay, so I guess we're going back to Sailor Toad. But we already know where he is, so no point in showing the travel there. Again. Full question marks. Not a very helpful quest log. So we talk to him and pay attention to the dialogue again. The document is a message from the Blobic leader, Bo, detailing his plans for retaking the Blobic colonies from the invaders. Yet it was found on a member of the Shadow Flesh Army. Shadow Flesh Army being the human resistance against the frogs. I need you to take this letter to Underworld Fernandez. Well, we know where he is too, so back to Amphibious Island. And back at Underworld Fernandez, again, pay attention to the dialogue. So Bo's message was intercepted by the enemy. We will need to get word to him to change his plans. You know we used to be enemies before this common threat made us allies, but not all members of either race have put aside our differences. No kidding. Okay, we have been informed that Arya managed to send her pet to kill Strife, Strife being our leader. The pet is suspected to be armed with explosives. This threat has to be stopped. Strife has given us permission to intercept the explosives however we can. the creature is on the run now from the mining caves. We estimate you only have 15 minutes. So in other words, it's another time thing. So we have 15 minutes to go to the mining caves and kill Arya's pet to get these explosives. So we already know where the mine is. Right there, that red cross like creature called the Visgate. Now, most of the times we can just keep him stuck there in the entrance to the mining caves, but for me he comes out, which is real easy. He's a melee type character, so all you gotta do is stay away from him, but he's fast, so we'll just safe spot him from up here, and it won't take long. Right there, he's already dead. You have all the items for Underworld Fernandez, so we gotta go back to Underworld Fernandez. So here we are back at Underworld Fernandez, see what he has to say. You retrieved the explosives, but wait, these are Grezorb explosives. This is bad news. I will have to meditate on this. Here's a token of strife to recognize your efforts towards the cause. We just now received some more alarming news. More alarming news? What? Darius has been experimenting on Iamba race. Even though he is our ally, he must not upset the delicate balance of nature that sustains life. So I need you to retrieve 20 Iamba eye samples for Dr. Toad. Okay, now the easiest spot for killing the Iambas is at the mining cave in the water below that Trisk hive. I did not know this at first. So I went to Four Falls and was killing them down at the oil rig. So here I am at the oil rig in Trine form, which is level 7 shapeshifting. And it takes a while, so I sped this up. This is sped up 200%, so however long this takes, it actually took twice as long. And doing these in frog form is instant death. These things are so tanky and they hit hard. 177 damage there and 203. Now they even hit harder than that for the frog race. The only saving grace of this thing is it has higher hit points. Because my frog character only has like 236, I believe, at the moment. So I'll just let this whole kill play out. That white tower there, that's the oil rig that leads back to Four Falls. I remember this game before they put those travelers in and you had to just go from place to place. Without the teleports. And you see how I'm averaging about 40 damage points to him in this form. the frog was doing about half of that and dying a lot. So there is one Iamba killed, and you need 20 of them. Again, thanks to Pisces for helping me with that. He's the one that showed me about the Iambas over there by the mining cave and helped me kill enough to get 20. So now we talk to Dr. Toad, and again, pay attention to the chat, or the dialogue, I mean. These must be in response to the rumor that Darius has been doing a little funny business with the DNA. I'll take that token of strife from you, thanks. This is puzzling. I need you to take this solution sample to the stronile shaman deep within the Slavic caves. He will give me a second opinion. Now for the Slavic caves, there are 3 entrances, but only 2 are marked on the map, the north and the south. The west entrance isn't even marked on the map. So now here, we are north of Trendor City. Right there's the south entrance to Slavic Cave. There's Trendor City. And up here to the north is that red dot for Boomtown, but this is what the cave entrance looks like. The north cave entrance. And again, this is a part I wish I would have sped up, but I didn't. Because all we gotta do is where we're at now, go north to this cave entrance. And then travel the whole way through the water area. Which I didn't know at first where this shaman was. So I took it slow through there and checked every stronile, which was a pain, which is why I wish I would have sped up the video. So this is going to be another long video. So here's the cave. And again, it's just the water entrance into here. So we gotta make our way through here. Past these rocks first. And again, like I said, I check every stronile along the way because I had no clue where this shaman was. Now that's not a stronile, of course, because we already know what the stronile look like. They look like shrimp. Nope, more gobfish. There's a stronile. There's a couple stronile. But my first thought was this guy up here by himself not moving. But nope, that's just another regular stronile. So we're going to keep going through. Again, you want to go the whole way through till you get out of the water. Which I didn't know that. But we're coming up to the end here. Here's another gobfish. And I'm just looking for stroniles. For the stronile shaman. Some more gobfish. Yeah, since I didn't know where I was going. Took my time. And I see the light. I see the light. So we're coming up to where the shaman is. And right now I'm just second guessing myself. Did I go past him? Did I miss him? Because these are stronile. They should be in water. But there's one of those white flowers again. So I just decided to come up this way. And sure enough, there's the stronile shaman. So we're going to talk to him. And then Darius's dark guard will show up. It'll be the male counterpart to Arya, which we will have to kill him. Again, pay attention to the dialogue. You say this file came from Dr. Toad? Well, I'll be... Wait, what's that? Look out, son. Darius's dark guard is here to kill me. Please protect me. Protect you. And he's got the same weapon that she had. So sidestepping it's not a problem. Like I said, he doesn't have near the health she did, because he dies quick. I should have dragged him away from the stronile shaman, though. Because when I go to loot him, it brings up the dialogue. Also. Right there. So, many thanks. I'll just let you guys read this here. Because I'm getting... Basically saying, take this inscribed stone to Dr. Toad with my findings, but first, I wish to reward you for helping me go seek out Boone Frog in Black Market. Now here's where you gotta pay attention. Okay, Boone Frog in Black Market Caves. He is the keeper of our young. Travel through the center and make your second left. That's the key. Travel through the center and make your second left of Black Market. So, this one they actually did drop some. Arya didn't. Okay, so now we gotta go back to Dr. Toad, but first, to Black Market. So here we are at Four Falls, and this green portal here will take us to the oil rig, which is where I was killing the Iambas. And now again, here's Stronile Shaman. Just says take the badge to the Black Market Caves. To Boone Frog in the Black Market Caves, but again, didn't give you the direction, so you gotta pay attention to the dialogue when doing the quests. So this is me on top of the oil rig now. There's black spires over there, that's Black Market. But we definitely want to wait until we get a full jetpack. Because everything out there is aggressive. Even though I have pretty good heal potions, I can easily be killed too. Because of the timer it takes between being able to use items. Okay, so now all we want to do is head over to the Black Market, and there'll be a portal to go inside. Even though the Black Market looks like just a little pedestal out here, the Black Market is underground and very intricate. Now coming up over this hill, I can hear some of the elite Shotguns that are out here. So I want to try to avoid them. And then we'll see some Asherins too. And some other things as well. There's also a Saren and a Mad Kitty and Bat on the other side. We definitely don't want to aggro them. There's the Ashran. Oh. There's another white flower up there with a frog beside it. Sure, he'll be in another quest, but this here's the portal we want to take to go into the black market. So now the key was go into the cave straight through the center and take your second left. Like the stronile shaman, I did not know where I was going right away, so we gotta get past the death bots here. Now this room here is what they meant by go straight through the center. So we're going straight through into that cave up there. And then we want to take our second left. Well, there's an Ashran down there. Sure, he'll be coming after me like the death bot is. Okay, now I already see a tunnel up here to the left. So that's the first one. This one has a crid bat in it. So if you get up here and see the crid bat, that's not the one you want. Well, not this time anyway. So, and then down below here you'll see a Saren NPC with that axe there. So we want to go straight past him. Now you'll notice a cut here because I did wander around a bit to make sure. Right there's the cut. So we go past him to the second left. Here's another frog. You want to pay attention to his name because he'll be in another quest. Flogran. Okay, and there's another cave up here. That's the second left there. So Boon Frog will be down that cave. We're down that passage to the left. We're in the cave. So he'll be down here on a pedestal by the light. I should say by the bright light. Because there you can see the bright light. We go past that first light, come down here to the bright one. And there's Boon Frog on top of the pillar. And again, pay attention to the dialogue. You have proven that you come from Stronile Shaman. I am keeper of their young. He has authorized me to entrust a stronile larva to your care. With the right care and training, he can be used as a powerful weapon in your hand. Wrong, it is not powerful. Not at all. Treat the stronile larva well. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now you must take this larva and the stone you received from the shaman back to Dr. Toad. So we're going back to Dr. Toad again. Again, quest log, no help. Well done, let's have a look, shall we? The Stronile Shaman confirms my findings. Great minds think alike. Can't say I approve given all the Iamba's massive case of diarrhea, though. That will probably make them upset. Well, take my report back to Underworld Fernandez. He will know what to do. It's a lot of traveling back and forth and back and forth. Like any other quest. That's why I don't like quests. So here we are, back at Underworld Fernandez. Good work in matters of such Diplomacy is the best solution. We will forward this to Strife. Let him take up his concerns with Darius. Well done. In exchange for your valuable service, I have used my mind control to mature your stronile larva into fully functioning weapon. I really wouldn't call it much of a weapon. This weapon is a testimony to blah 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 blah. Yeah. Again, I wouldn't call it much of a weapon. It does very little damage, but compared to the other weapons, it fires rapidly. Not like a machine gun, but faster than any other weapon. So that's about it. And there it is, the level 7 stronile. We equip it, and it looks like a stronile. Change views, and you can see it actually is a stronile. And compared to other weapons, that's rapid fire. But that's the StronileQuest.